I'm Stephanie Kibler, Executive Director of the History Center of Freeborn County, and we are hosting the Eddie Cochran Car Show and Music Festival today. The car show has been around for about 40 years. There were some hit and miss years, so we're not exactly sure of the total number or the accurate number of years for the show. It originated, I believe, with the old Car Club, which is a car club here in Albert Lea, Minnesota, and has gifted to us at the History Center about probably 10 years ago. And we, after this year now, will be gifting it off to another car club who will be working with us to facilitate the show and make it a little more spectacular.
I'm John Schipper with Sick Racing Customs. My company builds race cars and everything. We've been heavily involved in the Eddie Cochran car show over the years, and we have been approached from the committee that runs the car show, asking us if we would like to just run the car show. I gladly accepted, and the reason I did is because I believe in this car show, and I really want to help make this car show a bigger and better show, make it more of a car show, music festival, honor Eddie Cochran, and that's my intention. We build and supply the trophies for this car show. They're all homemade trophies out of old car parts. I got a gentleman that runs around to junkyards and finds parts, and we build these very unique, awesome trophies. So if you get a chance to look at them, I think that's what really draws the crowd here, is the trophies are very unique and people like that. That looks really cool when it's in your shop or garage and you're like, whoa, what is that? Where'd that come from? And Eddie Cochran.
Eddie Cochran was born and lived in Albert Lea until the age of 12. He is an internationally recognized rock star that is beloved here, not just in Albert Lea, but the UK and across the US, Bell Gardens, California. And so we wanted to celebrate his beginnings here. The songs that people are familiar with might be Summertime Blues, Come On Everybody, so some great music. He is recognized by some major music players like Paul McCartney and John Lennon, said they never would have met had it not been for Eddie Cochran. So we just wanted to celebrate that piece of history here in Albert Lea. Eddie's era was the 50s, and so the car show started with 1950s vehicles and then has blossomed into what it is today, everything from cars up to motorcycles this year. And the music, we wanted to highlight a wide range of genres because he was so eclectic with his music. He is considered the grandfather of punk, which most people don't know, and he's done country. He had done some really innovative things with the keyboards and utilizing synthesizing sound equipment. So we just felt he really deserved to have that recognition and that the music should reflect that wide range.
My favorite thing about this car show, this specific car show, is you have a variety of cars. We do promote it to be a classic car show because we like that era, but this show is open to all makes, models, years, everything. And also next year, we're gonna really push a motorcycle class, vintage bikes, custom paint, all kinds of nice looking bikes. So we're gonna really push that. There's gonna be a lot of trophies next year for the bike class. The thing I really like about, that people ask about this, I like about this show is the variety of things that are here. So the food vendors, we got food vendors, we got music. It's not a one-day thing, just so people understand that. Friday night, which was last night, we have a cruise in, so it's kind of like a pre-party, so people can come in and start to experience the Eddie Cochran era and hang out, and then on Saturday is the big show. So, and Saturday night we have music at the gazebo down the street. So lots going on just for this show. It's not just a car show.
One of the best things I think about this car show are the people you meet. And so there's two gentlemen, and one is here today. His name is Jack, and he met a girl from Albert Lea before he left for Vietnam. And he tells us wonderful stories about his 3 weeks with this lovely lady. The other one, there's a gentleman, and I don't know his name. He pulled out a picture at his pocket last year, and he had a very pretty young woman standing in front of the car that he brought to the show. And it's the girl he married, and she had recently passed away. Those kinds of things make this show so unique and so heartwarming, and we talk about these people that we meet and their stories throughout the year. We look forward to seeing them when they show up.
My name is Jack Adams. I'm from Jordan, Minnesota, and this is probably my first car show of the year and my most favorite. This particular car here I bought in '98. I got it from a friend of mine, and I really had no love, I guess, for a Corvette, but the price was right, and also had to put some money into it. And it's just a hobby, and it's kind of my bucket list, and I have a ball, you know. And when somebody comes up to me and says, "Man, this is a nice car," hey, I've just won any trophy that you can think of right there. That's what I like. I love to show it off. I love to drive it. This one here is a 1971, and exactly the same as a 1970. There was a strike down in St. Louis. This is where this car was built back in 1970. UAW went down for 3 months, so what they had to do was squeeze 71 into the line, and of course at that time President Nixon's administration had come up with the lower compression in the engines to save fuel. At that time we were running out, or whatever the case was. And so this here got lowered in compression. But the only difference between this and a 1970 are the screws in the front grille, and that's it. Otherwise they're the same, except for the horsepower. 70 was powerful. That was the last of our muscle cars, but this one here to me is still a muscle car.
Anybody that's watching this, I hope you look at it and remember this, because next year, 2026, we are going to have a lot going on, a lot of music. We're going to honor a lot of things that people like, traditions with car shows, paper ballots. I know guys like that. We try to do the QR code because it makes it easier for us to count, but paper ballots, it is. That we'll do it. So any other questions or anything, I'm here to answer. So if you go to Sick Racing Car Club on Facebook, you can PM me, you can message me. I'm happy to answer all kinds of questions. Or you can email me, John, it's JOHN, @Schipps, SCHIPPS, john@schipps.com. Just fire them off an email and I'll be glad to answer questions.